Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Choda and welcome to my channel Ignition Time. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the politics that decide if you get a second stimulus check. There are three factors that determine whether you'll get a second stimulus check or not. Number one, the politics, which is what I'm going to talk about in this video. Number two, the economics and the medical reasons, the extent of the outbreak in your state. And number three, the global necessity of the American consumer driving the rest of the world. When we buy, the rest of the world sells to us. So the fact that the economy should improve, the American economy should improve, the fact that a second stimulus check is necessary is not just important to us, it's actually important to the world economy. Now in this video, I'm going to focus on a New York Times and Siena College survey. And if you don't want to follow the New York Times, you can just Google swing state polls and get numbers from any news outlet that you prefer. I'm going to focus on some of the data from the New York Times and break it down for you. The article, the headline says, in poll, Trump falls far behind Biden in 6 key battleground states. And as you can see on this image right here, Joe Biden holds a strong lead at the time I'm recording this video among registered voters in 6 battleground states that were carried by President Trump in 2016. These are battleground states. This is very important. These include Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Florida, Arizona, and North Carolina. Now, Florida is the big one because President Trump did win Florida in 2016. In fact, he established residential ties to Florida since the election. So that really is a big one. And Florida is seeing a big surge in cases at the time I'm recording this video. So there's something to keep in mind there. So the article says, President Trump has lost significant ground in the 6 battleground states that clinched his electoral college victory in 2016, according to the survey, with Joe Biden opening double-digit leads in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Now, one encouraging sign for President Trump is that President Trump in these battleground states has the most support amongst voters in dealing with the economy, the least on other issues such as the pandemic, criminal justice, race relations, and the horrific murder of George Floyd. Also, different voters in different battleground states feel that they were treated differently by the administration. In this survey, voters in Michigan were much more likely to say that they thought President Trump treated their state unfairly in responding to the pandemic. So if you look at this chart on your screen, you'll see that 37% of those who were surveyed in Michigan, which is an important state for the next election, said that they thought that the president treated their state worse than most. So what does this have to do with the second stimulus check? Politics has to do with popularity. And if you give someone money, you're going to be more popular. It's really as simple as that. It is a political necessity for any administration. Doesn't matter whether it's red or blue. For me, it's not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. It's a political necessity for any administration to help its citizens, especially at a time like this financially, in order to be more popular, in order to gain popularity. It's really as simple as that. As you can see right now, politically, there is a need for the administration to gain some popularity. That's one of the reasons why you're starting to see a push from the top, from the president. You're starting to see Republican senators start to move the needle, start to move things along towards a second stimulus check. So we'll know more in the second half of July once the senators return from recess, because the way our system works is something has to go from the House to the Senate and then signed into law by the president. But the wheels are turning and the politics of the situation indicate that a second stimulus package is very, very likely because there is support from the top. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something new, please click like. Please click the notifications button so you get instant updates. Please click the subscribe button and then please click notifications so you get instant updates about future videos that I release. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.